Hemant, one of the trends which is palpable and which can be deciphered is that today's consumer has become indifferent unless he or she experiences you. That brings us to the point how important it is for a brand to give the brand experience to the consumer.
I remember that in early 80s or 90s, it was only one-way communication.
True.
Your consumer was not bothered, and you were also, as a marketeer, you were also not bothered about two-way communication. Right now, consumer has changed. Unless you engage with the consumer, he doesn't care a shit about you. So I'll just give you an example. Take the case of Red Bull. Now, Red Bull will give you a different kind of an experience. Every time they put up an ad, probably a guy would be diving from 1 kilometer in the sky, or any kind of an adventure sport they will do. But ultimately, they will want your consumer to experience something very new as far as living life full scale. That would make a big difference for every brand. According to me, brand message should contain only about 25% of message regarding the brand, their design, etc., where people are not really bothered about. But what kind of an experience you can give along with that brand message will determine whether your brand will sell or not.
So that's significant. So 25% product communication, 75% experiential communication.
Absolutely.
That's the split you're giving.
Yeah.
And you're also underlining the fact that even that 25% do not expect people to have very high receivability of that communication, which means people are essentially becoming indifferent towards brand communication, and the hook would be that you engage with them through other experiences so that they can relate to the brand. Is that what you are saying?
Yeah, because communicating on brand values is more important than probably brand design. I don't think people are more interested in your design, your pricing, your packaging. They are interested in what intangible benefits you can bring to them. And that would only determine between success and failure.
Right. So, intangibility of the benefits to the consumers
Will make a big difference.
would make a big difference, and therefore that brings us to the question that today's content marketing, how helpful will that be in communicating key brand communicate to the audience, apart from giving that 75% experience that you talked about?
I think that today's consumer want to talk to the real people. They don't want to talk to big celebrities. They don't want to talk to Shah Rukh Khan. They don't want to talk to Virat Kohli. They want to talk to people next door who can communicate to them and with whom he or she can engage, right? So even we spoke about micro influencers, right? Whether you are talking about bloggers or we are talking about people who write about fashion,
Bloggers and Instagrammers,
etc. Which is why people are big followers of these people, and they are making a big difference in the overall brand success.
That's significant. So you mean to say that the smaller influencers play a very vital role compared to the so-called big celebrities. So which means that several smallers put together would give you more impact than a big celebrity. Would you say that?
Yeah, I'm saying it.
That's a change.
Yeah, that's a big change. That these small influencers will give you better bang for your buck, and it will be more impactful. As I said earlier, that probably 24% more impact is generated when you listen to somebody you can trust it on a one-to-one level, instead of probably receiving a message from some big celebrity. So I believe that probably in future celebrity advertisement will play a very, very small role in a brand success.
So it's time for personalized communication, it's time for customization, it's time for giving more experiences to your consumers before you get into their consideration set. Thank you for being with us. We look forward to having your feedback, which you may write to us on our email, and you may also share questions on marketing communications which you want Hemant and I to address.
I hope you had a wonderful time with us, and you thought that this particular episode was interesting and engaging. We hope to see you again with some fresh marketing ideas.